Previously on the Roaming Kiwi in Taupo.
Well, we made it to the B&B in Taupo after enduring all those horrible roads. But here we are. There's the beast. Well, good morning and welcome to Taupo. I'm down by the lakeside. A beautiful morning. Excuse me sniffing. It's very fresh, very crisp. And yeah, what a lovely morning. The lake is extremely still. Let me show you. So as you can see, it's absolutely like glass out there. Of course, that's the other side of Taupo. So yeah, I'm just killing time this morning until my boat ride at about 12:30.
But in the meantime, I had promised to take the girls for a ride around Taupo on the beast.
Little quick Power Ranger.
Emily is a bit of a petrahead and she just loves motorcycles and noisy cars and things like that. So she couldn't wait to get on the back. And she was my first passenger ever on the back of the trike, so it was interesting to see how the trike would handle having a passenger sitting at the back. And of course, Emily had an absolute fabulous time. Before I knew it, it was 12:30 and time to get down to berth 14 Taupo Marina, where my second ride, Kindred Spirit, was waiting for me.
Otherwise, if you're ready to go, feel free to climb up. Kia ora and welcome aboard the Kindred Spirit. My name's Nathan, I'll be your skipper today. So just a few things to run through before we get underway. Now most importantly today, what I ask of you is just a good handhold when you're moving around the boat. The wire stays coming down from the side and the white ones along the edge. They're nice and secure, you can use those. These ropes here at the front, they're not going to do much to save you, so don't use them. Now of course we've got life jackets for everybody, they're downstairs, you don't have to wear them. And if you'd like to, of course you can grab your own. As well as that, we do have a toilet on board and that is downstairs, access via the back of the boat down that way. So from here to the carvings, about an hour or so, and we'll certainly try to do some sailing if we can. It's not a whole lot of wind, but even if it means putting up the sail for your photo, we'll make that happen. Now I'm going to be playing my music. I like to think there's something there for everybody. Open to your criticism. Criticize me too much and you can play your own music. Now I'm at the back of the boat and you can come hang out with me at any time, come have a drive, have your photo behind the wheel, you know that. And of course included in your trip is a pizza and a cold beverage, hot beverage. We'll get out of the harbour, I'll come check in with you, hand out those pizzas. If you're all comfortable and ready to go, let's get out there, shall we? Awesome. Excellent. Driving and keep you busy, you know.
Well, I was nearly the owner of a Lagoon 390, so...
it's a beautiful boat, that one.
It was, but...
it'd be similar to this sort of style, wouldn't it?
Yep. I just can't believe the... I mean, I was down here at like 9:30 this morning, and how still the water was.
Glassy,
unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, it does make my life pretty easy on a day like this.
Well, I'm hoping by 2025 I'll be able to cash in a few investments and come and live here.
Really? Have you been to the South Island of New Zealand?
Yes, I went beginning of last year.
Oh, yes.
I had a motorhome, so I took a motorhome down there.
Yes, I think the South Island, really the sweet spot of New Zealand, you know. In my eyes, this is nice, but you're on a lake. You got to have the ocean, you know. The idea of sailing away to somewhere far away, I really like that, you know. Whereas here, it's not so bad, but give it long enough, and I think you would have explored the lake for all it's got.
Yeah, fair enough.
And that's when you're suddenly, I need to move on, maybe. But I like it. When I tell people I work on a yacht, I usually leave the lake part out of it, you know. Here they are, having a great day. Certainly couldn't be worse.
Lake Taupo is a large crater lake in New Zealand's North Island, located in the caldera of Taupo volcano. The lake is the namesake of the town Taupo, which sits on a bay in the lake's northeastern shore. With a surface area of 616 square kilometers, or 238 square miles, it's the largest lake by surface area in New Zealand. Lake Taupo has a perimeter approximately 193 kilometers, which is 120 miles, and a maximum depth of 186 meters, which is 610 feet. It is drained by the Waikato River, New Zealand's longest river, and its main tributaries are Waitahanui River, the Tongariro River, and the Turanga Taupo River.
Alrighty, well here we are, what you've all been waiting for, and certainly really the main attraction to us here in Taupo. So we will come in a whole lot closer. This is a good distance for me to tell you all about it without worrying about the rocks getting too close. So these incredible carvings created during the late 1970s, the artist known as Matahi Brightwell. The story goes he had just finished around 10 years of carving training in nearby Rotorua, returning to the area and his grandmother asking him to create a carving of their ancestor. The face that we see here is that of Ngātaroirangi. Ngātaroirangi being a navigator of one of the canoes that came down from Hawaii here to New Zealand, bringing the people to this area. Now those people are still living in the area, in that tribe or iwi known as Tūwharetoa. The carvings are just over 14 meters tall, and our sailboat mast is just over 12 meters tall, to give you an idea of scale. When he first started his work, he would abseil down, a hammer and chisel, but I'm sure as you can imagine, just as soon as you chip into the rock, you're pushing yourself straight off again. So of course, returning and building some scaffolding. Now a key part to these carvings that I'll point out to you is you'll notice that the eyes have been left blank. And traditionally a carving like this here in New Zealand would have the power shell inlaid in the eyes, the rainbow coloured shell that we have here in New Zealand. Now it's hard to imagine, but as these carvings were being created, they were seen as graffiti by the local community. The Mauri people here in New Zealand, a minority, and unfortunately treated rather poorly through our history. The reason he left these eyes blank is he didn't want his ancestor to see the problems and troubles he was facing in creating such a masterpiece. Hard to imagine, as they really have become the main attraction to us in this area. Now very shortly we will come in a whole lot closer, and as we do come closer to the water's edge on the left, you'll see over 30 more carvings. Now the one I'll point out to you the most is the large lizard you'll see on the rock sitting by the water. Now that's our mythical creature here in New Zealand, living in the deepest part of the lake, similar to your Loch Ness monster here in New Zealand known as a taniwha. Now when we do come in closer, this will certainly be the best opportunity for your photos. I just ask you to be a little bit quick, as those rocks no doubt get rather close. Alrighty. Here we go, Peter. I've got some water temperature for you.
I was going to say, that's not bad, eh?
It's not too bad at all.
That's warmer than the beer.
Oh, most certainly. It was a whole lot colder. Give it a week or two ago.
Nathan suggested when we were ready to make our return trip that I take the reins and sail her back to the marina. Of course I was up for it. It's been a while since I was at the helm, and this was one of my happy places to be. Life is good. There was hardly any wind to speak of, about 3 knots, but enough to fill the sail and do some motor cruising.
Oh, the GoPro's set up. Hey mate, we out here and we loving it.
Doing it hard, doing it hard.
Hard at work or hardly working.
Oh well.
I was very grateful that Nathan let me take Kindred Spirit back to Taupo Marina and really enjoyed it. I feel I've made yet another friend of my travels, and I hope to be back here again soon and have another go at sailing this beautiful old yacht with Nathan. Thanks both to Nathan and to Sailing Adventures for allowing me this opportunity.